G'day, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a walk up to Thunderbolt's Lookout, used by a famous bushranger here in New South Wales. We're in a place called Torrington National Park, about 50 k's north of Glen Innes, a little inland from the New England Highway. The track is about 2 k's return, and it's a class 3 walking track, and you can come and follow us up there. It goes up through some stones, and when you get to the top you get to a 360-degree lookout. So yeah, we'll show you what that looks like. So this is the Nomad picnic area. We drove in here. This is the car park. We've parked our van in the shade over there. Over here you can see there's some toilets. Jodie's going to do a little review on those. There's a walkway down to a little old bush hut, which is over here. I'll take you up and have a look at that in a minute. There's some nice little picnic tables. So it's a nice spot to come out. It's summer at the moment, so it's quite warm, but it's still a lovely day. People usually come out here, probably not in winter so much, but they'll come out and they'll have a nice little barbecue, part of their hike. And you'll often see people, having a nice little time with their family and friends. We'll be heading up there shortly. That takes us up to the Thunderbolt's Lookout. Nice to see some rehabilitation going on. Place is getting... New South Wales gets hit by fires and droughts quite often, so it's not like an ongoing battle to see if they can keep all the vegetation from dying off. This is another barbecue area, so quite nice, made from local granite sawn mill. There is a fireplace, and you can actually use this. You're allowed to come here and you can set yourself up for the day. You can light a fire. As I say, you've got a beautiful undercover area, nice table. There's the toilets we mentioned before, and there's Jodie down there filming. You can see there, as I talk about vegetation, the tree that's fallen over from the fire. It's a lovely view. There's granite up in the background. This is the back of the hut. Looking away from the car park, you can see all the granite and the trees in the background. So yeah, it's a lovely spot if you ever want to come and spend some time here.
So yeah, these are the loos that are here. They are a drop toilet, people, so brace yourself. They are very clean. Lots of blue paper. I'm not going to lift the lid. It is extremely gross. It is literally just a tank that everyone's poos and wees drops into, and you can see, which is not good. But nice sink. I'm going to assume that's rain based, so maybe the tanks are empty. Talk about a loo with a view. It's actually a nice day today, it's not too hot. So we should have a nice walk. Oh, let's get a hat out of the car for him. Where's your hat? No, there's one in the car. I know there is. Yes. You'll get sunburned head.
Put sunscreen on my head.
Still.
Yeah, it's a bit fine. How you going?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, good, thank you. As I mentioned before, you can see all the fire that comes through here. A lot of the trees survive. Australia's prone to fires, so the trees have adapted. In some places the fires actually, I'm told, will actually help the trees propagate, clears away all the crap on the ground. Check out the size of this cicada. Absolutely huge. It's the same size as Jodie's thumb almost. In fact, I think it's a bit bigger. So the question is, do you get cicadas that big where you are? Post in the comments and let us know. Australia's got some big creepy crawlies, I tell you. Can't forget you. You can see in the background up there, I hope you can see it, the camera shows it, there's a massive bunch of granite boulders. That's where we're heading. This road, this footpath, runs up, around, and up to the back of that. And then you go through some stairs in the middle of the boulders. So that's quite interesting because, yeah, you go under the boulders, they've all fallen over and crowded like little caves. And then the stairs go up and you come out on the lookout. Should be good. Tom and Nick was Zach here as well?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they'll remember this place. They came out with us a few years back, probably more than a few years ago. And for some reason, they decided to find a shortcut down through all the scrub. And they did it, they did well. I don't know if I would recommend it to everyone. It's a bit of a, we call it bush bashing here in Australia, but yeah, it's a bit of a make your own path kind of thing. This is the halfway mark. So not a bad little climb, get you puffed. Someone's had some fun with some rocks, that's not natural. And there's a beautiful little, a beautiful little bench to rest. This is the crossroads, I guess you could call it. We're parked here, and that's where the toilets and that picnic hut was, called Nomad's picnic area. We've walked almost 2 k's to here, or this is the 2k all up. So it's 1 kilometre this way, 1 kilometre back. But from here, you can take this management trail back to the little town of Torrington. There's nothing really there, it's just a few people who live in houses, but yeah, and that's the track over there. So you could do a loop if you came here, you could do a nice big loop if you want to spend a couple of hours looking around. Credit where credit's due though, the last time we were here, I think these signs have been upgraded, they look a lot better.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing worse than coming out to visit places like this and the signage is really bad, you get lost.
Or you don't know how long it's going to take.
That's a good point. Sometimes people just want to take their kids out, or their, you know, maybe someone who's a little older.
Wants a quick trip.
You don't, yeah, well you don't know if you just don't do it at all, do you?
Yeah.
Like if it's 200 metres, you go, yeah, I'll jump out and have a look at that.
It's 2 k's, no thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly not wheelchair accessible, but I think it's reasonably accessible. Most people could do this walk.
It's an easy walk. It's just the hill. It's quite steep. It's flat. Like, you know, we're doing it in our
territory rig,
our top grade walking boots.
Yeah.
It does get very steep at a couple of points.
Even that's not that long. Like that
no, they're only short.
Yeah, I think they're only 100 metres or so, but a little steepish.
And then there's that nice bench to have a little resty poo on when you get to the top of the steepest bit.
Yeah, that's a good thought too. I like that.
Yeah, that's lovely. So, this is a nice little cave. believe it or not, that's where we go next. But this cave, I believe, if I'm correct, and if I'm not, we'll put some writing over it. But this was where the bushranger used to come and camp out, because he was well protected. Hard for anyone to see, when the police might have been after him. What a great little spot to camp out. Like, seriously, well protected. Very nice. And when we go up to the top of the lookout, that'll show the other reason why he liked being here. He could see everything. Maybe I was.
Was it doing this in the back?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do another one.
Yeah.
So, this is where you come in. You come up the stairs. You can see all these massive boulders. This is the cave. Kind of makes sense that the, I guess a bushranger would hide out here because it's away from the weather. You can light a fire. You've got a good vantage point. You can see people coming. Well protected from the weather. And then over here behind Jody.
Just preparing my hat.
Preparing my hat.
Gonna get toy.
This tiny little gap actually leads to the lookout. So it's not that small, but if you're perhaps a larger person or scared of small spaces, this may not be for you. Just give you an example. Just my bag's packed. And that's the stairways up, and it's a little nerve-wracking. Luckily, no spiders and things in there. I'll just come up a bit, these steps, and then I'll turn around and film Jody. Whew. Not so squeezy. There you go.
Oh, she's tight. I forgot how small it was.
And it goes up all the way up. You can see the sun up there. So then you come up to this little area here. As you can see up out and around, and just under that massive rock that's fallen, you can see the stairs. So climb up here, and then there's another little bit you squeeze through, and then it starts to open up, and you feel a little more naturally comfortable. And yeah, you can see where Jody's coming up. That massive rock that's just pinned itself in there, and people climb under it. Could have been there for
God knows how long.
Yeah, 100 years or 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years. And these are the steps that come out in between all the boulders. So like a natural landing. Go on. If you fall, we can put it on fail army.
No, we won't.
You stand over here, you get a bit of a glimpse through the trees as to how far it is over there in the distance. And our last bit is to climb that ladder up to a landing. You know, I really want to know how they did this. Like, it's not exactly off the beaten track. Do they helicopter it in? Do they build it on site? What about all the concrete for those stairs?
They would have to helicopter it, surely.
I mean, who's the poor bugger that had to lug all that stuff up? It'd be the first year apprentice, I bet you. So there's the background. Doing this one hand, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. Okay, start to see that view behind me. See Jody maybe down there if I've got the camera angle right. And I'll just flip it around. You can see that's the last bit to the landing up there. And a bit of a hike and a bit of a cramped climb and stuff like that, but man, when you get up here, you can see everything. This is absolutely stunning. We seem to have lost Jodie. She was there a minute ago. You alright? You haven't fallen off? Oh. Yeah. You see the rain patching around over there. We might have to head back before. Yeah, it's a bit worried about Cyril. This is what Jodie says. She doesn't like heights, but she's, you know, climbed around the top of the QE2 and all that. No, the Q1? The Q1.
I don't know, whatever one is. Gold Coast is.
Highest building in the Southern Hemisphere at the time. So, once upon a time. So that's what I'm worried about. That rain over there. Got the drone in the bag and it's not waterproof. Yeah. I'm just trying to see which way the clouds are moving.
This way. Yeah, this way.
Yeah?
Maybe like that.
Okay. I was going to put the drone up, but you can see by the trees probably don't do it justice, but we put the anemometer up before and it's just on borderline for the maximum wind. And because we're in the scrub, I don't want to lose it, so you're going to have to do with this as my drone. Buzz, buzz, buzz. And that's stunning. So currently summer here. It's the 12th of January, so it's quite warm. Warm for us anyway. I think it's like 25 today. Hot. So a lot of people don't realise in Glen Innes the temperature gets down to -12 in our winter. It's just because you don't have the humidity. We don't get as much snow as the northern hemisphere. But it's yeah, it's a beautiful place. Have you ever come up to the New England region? It's in the north of New South Wales, just south of the border up in the Highlands. Come and have a look at this place. It's absolutely stunning. It's worth the hike. Probably recommend you come autumn or spring where it's a bit cooler but not too cold. And bring a packed lunch and some water.
You like to go down one-handed?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just jump. Oh, the backpack gets in the way.
Yeah, well, all I can hear is the water bottle scraping against the rocks as you're walking up. Feeling quite big. I might try one too, actually.
So I thought if you did, of course you've always got some grub that comes around and stuffs it up for everyone and ruins something. Graffiti. Don't do it. Graffiti just ruins it for everyone, and it shows everyone how small you are in your brain.
I've never been this angry in my entire life!
Hey Jodie, the stairs are over here. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put this away because this is starting off on me. I think it's overheating.
Yeah, it's hot. I can see why they make this a national park. I mean, to be fair, there's lots of bushland, there's history here. But if you didn't, these views, the land that's here, there's water around in rivers and creeks and so on. Someone would develop this place. It'd be a major estate or a town or who knows. But yeah, if you don't protect it, you lose it, I guess. And I kind of like that. We've got our high density areas, people can live there. And they can come out here, bring your kids, show them a bit of Australian history. It's well worth it. Learn a little bit about everything from the Aboriginal people, the First Nations people here, through to its visitors, immigrants. It's yeah, it's a bloody amazing country. Come out and have a look. Alright, I'm going to stop because I'm going to trip if I keep looking at the camera. We've lost Jody again. Well, that's it. We're back at the car park, back at Nomad's picnic area. That was a really nice hike. 2Ks round trip, a little bit of mountain climbing, got to see a lot. Would have liked to have put the drone up at the top, but yeah, it's a bit windy up there. Not so much down here. It is a little bit, but we're down, I think, in a gully. But it was a nice place, so really hope you enjoyed the video. We'll call it quits, I think, here.
Yeah, head home.
Head home, edit this and see if we can pop it up hopefully today. That's it, eh?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
good.
Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please put a thumbs up, costs nothing. And like and subscribe for future content. We'll show you more of where we live. Thanks very much.
See ya.
Bye.
Care not for lives unseen. Look away from reality. Hide behind a mask. Look confused when you're asked what you've done to help humanity. It's not you, it's not me, it's all together. Try to change all the harm.